Opinion Akash to BrahMos. Why India's homegrown arsenal is PM Modi's big win. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, India's defence sector has undergone a tactical shift, driven by the ambitious Make in India initiative launched in 2014. This flagship program aimed to boost domestic manufacturing, reduce dependency on imports, and position India as a global hub for production and innovation. In the defence sector, Make in India, specifically, has been a game-changer, fostering self-reliance, enhancing military capabilities, and elevating India's stature as a defence exporter. Key indigenous systems like the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, the Akash air defence missile system, and other homegrown technologies exemplify this revolution. When PM Modi launched Make in India, the defence sector was identified as a priority area due to India's heavy reliance on imported arms, which accounted for over 70% of its defence needs. Indiana, the early 2010s. This dependency under the erstwhile Congress regime not only strained the economy but also posed strategic vulnerabilities. The Make in India program under Modi sought to address these challenges by promoting indigenous manufacturing, encouraging private sector participation, and liberalizing foreign direct investment FDI policies. The FDI cap in defence was raised from 26% to 74% through the automatic route, and up to 100% with government approval, attracting global players to collaborate with Indian firms. The Ministry of Defence MOD issued multiple lists banning the import of over 4,000 items, including weapons and components, to prioritize domestic production. 2 defence corridors in Uttar Pradesh and Tamil Nadu were established to foster innovation, attract investment, and create ecosystems for defence manufacturing. Private companies like Tata, Adani, and Larsen & Toubro were encouraged to compete with public sector undertakings (PSUs), driving innovation and efficiency. The creation of an export promotion cell and streamlined processes for objection certificates (NOCs) facilitated defence exports. These reforms laid the foundation for a robust defence manufacturing ecosystem, with BrahMos and Akash emerging as flagship success stories. The BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, a joint venture between India's Defence Research and Development Organisation (DRDO) and Russia's NPO Mashinostroyeniya, is a cornerstone of India's indigenous defence capabilities. Named after the Brahmaputra and Moskva rivers, BrahMos is the world's fastest supersonic cruise missile, capable of speeds up to Mach 3 and versatile enough to be launched from land, sea, air, and submarines. Under Make in India, BrahMos has become a symbol of India's technological prowess and export potential. A new production facility in Lucknow can produce 100,120 BrahMos missiles annually. This facility secured orders worth Rs 20,500 crore in 2024, reflecting strong domestic demand. The Cabinet Committee on Security (CCS) approved the acquisition of 220 extended-range BrahMos missiles for the Indian Navy, speculated to have a range of up to 800 km at a cost of Rs 20,000 crore. This deal underscores the missile's strategic importance. During Operation Sindoor in May 2025, BrahMos missiles were used to deliver precision strikes on Pakistan's air bases and military installations, demonstrating their effectiveness in live combat. Modi praised this as a testament to India's self-reliant defence capabilities. BrahMos has also bolstered India's defence exports. In 2022, India secured a $375 million deal to supply 3 BrahMos coastal batteries to the Philippines, marking a significant milestone. Countries like Vietnam, Indonesia, and several Gulf nations have shown interest, with projections estimating BrahMos exports could reach $3 billion by 2026. This success aligns with PM Modi's vision of transforming India into a net defence exporter. Coming to the Akash surface-to-air missile system, developed by DRDO and manufactured by Bharat Dynamics Limited (BDL) and Bharat Electronics Limited (BELTHs), is yet another triumph of indigenous defence production. Designed to intercept hostile aircraft, helicopters, drones, and subsonic cruise missiles at a range of 2,560 km, Akash has become a critical component of India's air defence ecosystem. The Ministry of Defence awarded an Rs 81.6 billion contract to BDL for 2 Akash regiments for the Indian Army, comprising 12 firing units and hundreds of missiles. The system is extensively deployed along India's western border and the line of control (LOC). In Operation Sindoor, Akash missiles effectively neutralized Pakistani drones and missiles, showcasing their reliability in high-intensity conflicts. The system's integration with DRDO's anti-drone technologies and the integrated counter-UAS grid enhanced India's airspace defence. Armenia became the first foreign customer for Akash in 2022, placing a 720 million order for 15 AKASH-1S systems. The UAE and Brazil have also expressed interest, with India offering Akash to the UAE in 2025 to strengthen bilateral defence ties. The Akash system's success reflects the synergy between DRDO, PSUs, and private sector partners, aligning with Make in India's emphasis on collaborative innovation. Variants like AKASH-1S and Akash NG offer improved range, accuracy, and mobility, ensuring the system remains relevant in modern warfare. Beyond BrahMos and Akash, Make in India has spurred the development of a wide range of indigenous defence technologies, reducing import dependency and boosting exports. Notable examples include the D4 anti-drone system, developed by DRDO. This system thwarted Pakistani drone attacks during Operation Sindoor, highlighting India's advancements in counter-UAS technology. Then there is the Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launcher, exported to Armenia. Pinaka enhances India's artillery capabilities and export portfolio. Of course, there is also the Tejas light combat aircraft, produced by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited HAL. Tejas is gaining global interest, with countries like Malaysia exploring procurement. We also have Vikrant, India's first indigenous aircraft carrier, commissioned in 2022, which strengthens the Navy's blue water capabilities. No discussion on this subject is complete without mentioning the kamikaze drones, co-developed by Adani Group's Alpha Design Technologies and Israel's Elbit Systems. These Sky Striker drones delivered precision strikes in Operation Sindoor, marking a huge leap in unmanned systems. The private sector's growing role is evident in contributions from companies like VEM Technologies anti-tank missiles, LT Defense Artillery Systems, and Tata Advanced Systems radars. These efforts have increased indigenous production from 32% of the Army's ammunition needs in 2014 to over 88% in 2024. Credit for India's phenomenal leap in indigenous defense production must go to PM Modi for his incisive foresight. The Make in India initiative has clearly yielded significant economic and strategic benefits. The value of indigenous defense equipment reached Rs 1.3 lakh crore in FY24, a 174% increase from FY15. Defense exports soared to Rs 21,083 crore in FY24, a 31% increase from FY14. The US, France, and Armenia are top destinations, with exports projected to hit Rs 35,000 crore by 2025. Defense manufacturing has generated over 28,000 direct jobs and supported MSMEs, fostering economic growth. From less than Rs 2.29 lakh crore in 201,314 under the previous Congress regime to a whopping Rs 6.81 lakh crore budgetary allocation in 202,526 under the Modi government, India's defence preparedness has jumped by leaps and bounds, with 75% of capital procurement reserved for domestic industry. Strategically, Make in India has enhanced India's military readiness as demonstrated in Operation Sindoor, where indigenous systems outperformed Pakistan's Chinese-made equipment. This success has positioned India as a model of military preparedness for nations facing modern threats. Make in India requires continued investment in R&D, streamlined procurement processes, and enhanced public-private partnerships. And the Modi government is working assiduously on all these aspects. PM Narendra Modi's vision for a self-reliant defense sector is absolutely on track to make India a global defense powerhouse. By leveraging successes like BrahMos and Akash and expanding indigenous production, India is not only securing its borders but also asserting its place in 21st century warfare. As PM Modi stated, the world is now witnessing the arrival of Made in India defense equipment, a testament to the transformative impact of Make in India. India's defense budget may increase by Rs 50,000 crore, surpassing Rs 7 lakh crore. A record Rs 6.81 lakh crore had been set aside for the armed forces in the 202,526 budget presented on February 1, 2025. This year's allocation was already a significant 9.2% increase from the Rs 6.22 lakh crore in 202,425. The increased budgetary allocation approval for which may be sought in Parliament's winter session this year will likely be used for research and development, indigenization, and the purchase of weapons and ammunition. The current allocation is the highest of all ministries and constitutes 13% of the total budget. Operation Sindoor spotlighted the Indian military's potent synergy tactical astuteness wed to advanced air defense systems comparable to Israel's famed Iron Dome. The spotlight has also been on homegrown elements in that network, including the Akash missile defense system. Since then, the armed forces have also tested Bhargavastra, a new, low-cost, counter-drone system in hard-kill mode. The micro-rockets used in this system underwent rigorous testing at the Seaward Firing Range in Gopalpur, Odisha, and the test met all objectives. Swipe left for next video. Dr. Prahlada Ramarao, a former DRDO scientist, developed the Akash system, which can intercept even highly maneuverable aircraft like the use-made supersonic F-16 fighter jets among those flown by Pakistani pilots. Dr. Ramarao's tagline for Akash is Sara Akash Hamara, or the whole sky is ours. This is completely in sync with PM Modi's Make in India vision, which is ambitious, scalable, practical, tech-savvy, and destined to redefine the rules of modern warfare and military prowess, ushering in a paradigm shift in transcontinental geopolitics. Sanjeev Verma is an economist, national spokesperson for BJP and best-selling author of The Modi Gambit. Views expressed in the above piece are personal and solely those of the author. They do not necessarily reflect NEWS18's views. Latest blogs.